of peace, prosperity, and expansion, the light of the Jedi shines bright. And yet the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. Sinister forces plot in secret to plunge the galaxy into chaos. To combat these dark forces, 4 heroes must embark upon a Luminous Odyssey. Hello and welcome to Luminous Odyssey, a Star Wars High Republic RPG series. It's been too fucking long, my friends. How are y'all doing?
So good, amazing.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped for this. I'm happy to be here. The horrors persist, but the galaxy needs saved.
Indeed.
And luckily, it's all smooth sailing from here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know anything that's going to happen, so honestly, it's going to be great.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
It's going to be so
You,
cool.
Joe Biden, 15 9/11s.
I don't know. I don't think anything bad's going to happen anymore. No. I think everything bad's already in the past.
Yeah.
You'll never know what hit you. When last we left off.
That's a different show.
Look, I almost call this show Ionized Bastards every time we open, okay?
Reasonable.
All right. When last we left off, you all were stranded in the Nalhutta system during the Great Hyperspace Disaster. As the hyperspace lanes shut down, as debris was currently populating hyperspace at unknown positions and causing dangers for ships. You all were stranded there after being framed for the murder of a Hutt and encountering a Jedi killer who murdered one Aurelio Agast. You guys touched down on Nalhutta, kind of collected yourself, patched yourselves up, healed up a bit. You broke down some of the information that you retrieved. First of all, about the Dark Warrior, who seems to be part of some holdover of the Path of the Closed Fist, a cult that some 150 years ago fought against the Jedi in a last stand and brought down many along with them. You guys also examined the files of the arms dealer Zamir and found a strange large order placed in the name of Krato Wraith. After doing a little bit of exploring on Nalhutta, you guys encountered who turned out to be Zamir, now calling himself Diz, a Chiss who seems to have broken off from the Ascendancy, navigating his way through the criminal underworld and striking a deal with you to lead you to Krato Wraith on a planet called Veuma in exchange for passage off of Nalhutta using an unregistered Chiss hyperlane. And that is where we have left off. So,
and we have a phone number, right? Like Dashin specifically.
Well, you guys currently right now are on the Duchess. You've already made the jump to hyperspace, but you've still got several days until you actually get to Veuma. So you've got plenty of time to talk with each other, talk with Diz, do whatever needs to be done. What would you all like to do?
Oh, we're all hanging out together.
Mm-hmm.
Does it stand to reason that anybody would know Wraith as like a prominent clan or house?
So probably none of you are too familiar with Mandalorian clans and like the different rankings of them. Mm-hmm. You kind of asked Diz, and he's all he really knows. He says, "Well, all I know is that he was exiled from his clan some years ago. I think they shared different ideas about honor, as I understand it."
Oz is like, classic. Wouldn't be a Mandalorian clan without a few exiles.
No, it's such a trope.
I think Soren is kind of not like in a like broody way, but in a I just really want to keep an eye on Diz way, kind of like withdrawn from any group engagements, is he's just watching him. Because I think Soren, like as somebody who kind of spent most of his apprenticeship working the criminal underworld beat, is a little there's an angle here. Like like the fact that we agreed to this, that means we're already being played. And our only way off of Nal Hutta was to agree to be played. So how can we cut the play off at the pass while dealing with Krato Wraith and Diz? So I think there's like visible skepticism coming from Soren towards
Would it be possible, I'm asking in character and out of character, to visit Mandalore under the guise of regular ambassadorial diplomatic, just speak to somebody right there in broad daylight in the capital city and then ask around?
Well, that is entirely possible when the hyperspace closure goes down. You see, I don't have a route to Mandalore. I have a route that goes through Veuma's system, and that we can stop at the right moment with a few days of sublight travel, arrive at Veuma.
Yeah, and I understand. It feels like we don't have all the variables accounted for on our way into this situation. It feels like we're missing something. And you are sure, again, that you've told us everything you know at this point?
At this point, yes, of course.
Right.
So when we get
does anyone know anything about Veuma? Any of you youngsters? Is this a place that I've passed through?
No, this is like it's on the border of Hutt space. And
have I ever read about it in the library?
I will say from like the ship's navigational data, like whatever little interface it has, it's like a 3-sentence entry on this planet. You know, if you're on the Mass Effect Galaxy map, it has like 3 sentences. And it's basically like it's on the border of Hutt space. There's a small trade outpost there called Beltran. And otherwise it's mostly mountain and forest terrain.
Can I ask a question mostly for ARS Star Wars canon?
Yes, of course.
Are the Guardians a thing yet?
No, because that was specifically Sage's group.
Okay, so Sage started that to deal with...
Sage just started a group that was just trying to do good, and then they just kind of ended up on Veuma through the circumstances, you know?
Yeah. I think Soren kind of credulously looks at Diz and asks him, so when we get to Veuma, is the plan to sick a band of Jedi on this Mandalorian you seem to have pissed off? Or what's your plan when we get there?
My plan is to leave this ship and go. That's my plan.
Do I have any way of trying to sense if he's bullshitting us?
You get a sense from the Force that he's mostly being truthful. There's a little bit of he's very much the type to always be holding something back. He's never going to show you all of his cards, but you don't sense malice behind there.
So we're not getting the vibe that this is a setup.
No, you're not getting the vibe that he is setting you up to fuck you over.
He's just setting us up for other reasons.
What is I'm sorry, I forgot the droid's name.
Number 2.
Number 2 is what you call him, right? not actually literally his name. Yeah, number 2. What is number 2 currently doing at this point?
He's currently just doing maintenance on the ship, just standard upkeep.
I want Oz is gonna slink over to number 2, and if possible, is going to whisper in number 2's ear to get a really like as detailed as you can holo recording of this chiss. Like Oz is gonna make sure like you can't run, and then Oz slinks over to Chomboy and says, "Get a really as detailed as you can sniff of this chiss." Just like I want to be able to hunt him if
Mhm.
if need be.
So, BLR, which is the first acronym of the Butler droid, does go, and he like acts like he's just doing
but
typical
low
maintenance
key.
stuff
But
in
low
the room.
key.
Oh no, he does not
Hello.
respond, but you can tell he immediately understands the assignment.
Yeah.
He
And
knows low
goes
key.
to the room, and he's like stocking like a couple of ration packs and supply shelves in the common room. As Diz right now is currently, he's essentially found all the parts you guys scavenged and bought for the like communications array, and he's currently just kind of just assembling it as
Soren-
best he knows how.
Does Soren clock the little subterfuge here?
Probably, yeah. You probably saw Oz doing that. And around this point, Tromboy as well. Tromboy, lacking the subtlety of the Butler droid,
Oh, God.
does just walk right over and get right in Diz's face as he's
Amen.
like sitting on the ground, fiddling with some pieces. He looks
Amen.
up at this puffer pig. Won't.
It's a great honor in some cultures to be inhaled by a puppet, I assure you.
Why is this pig on this ship?
He's a crew member. He's something of a, well, in as much as a Jedi Knight can have a squire, I suppose he's kind of like that. He's an aide, an ally.
You are a very atypical Jedi Knight.
And you are very atypical, just seeing as you are here and not in your, vague situation that you have out there.
Look at us. We belong together.
Hey, look at us.
Soren just kind of shakes his head that this is the second time we ended up around the scum of the galaxy, and somehow somebody's coming on to Elor and Ozin.
I'm in my head thinking that, God, he's ruining Dashin's chance right now. Stop flirting. He's already busy.
So yeah, BLR does get a little hollow recording. Some time passes by. Later in the evening, once most everyone has gone to bed, Dashin, you do see Diz kind of start putting up some of those communicator bits. He's not finished with it for the night.
Okay.
And he goes over to kind of the refrigerator, pours himself a drink.
Okay.
And he looks at you and he says, I think I've got a good read on everyone on this ship, except for you.
For me, first of all, I would like to say right now I'm coming out of the training room shirtless, just covered in dewy sweat, just damp in the face, putting my lightsaber away, whatever. I'm walking in, little space towel around my neck.
Mm-hmm. And Diz has taken off his long black overcoat and is now just in
Little old me.
his tank top and kind of
he's in a
black
muscle shirt
pants.
now. Oh,
He-
you guys know right now. I'm like, all right, how can I'm envisioning this. We're getting fan art.
He sits with one leg crossed over the other, sipping his drink.
It's about
he
to be
says-
heated rivalries fan art up in here.
Well, I'm gonna say, well, listen, Diz, I'm an open holocron. Ask away, whatever you want to know. I'm here.
Well, this seems to be the perfect spectrum of Jedi Knights. You have the young one not sure of herself,
Mhm.
the up-and-comer with a stick up his ass, and the fucking insane one.
Yes.
And
Yes, he does have a
then
stick up his
there's-
ass, doesn't he?
And then there's you.
And there's me.
You are clearly not a Jedi. You clearly come from wealth, and yet you're embarking on missions with these Jedi to what end?
Well, I happened upon this ragtag group of misfits, and I felt they needed my help. And as a leader, of my beautiful Narvix's solar system. I felt it was not only my duty, but also my my great joy to help these three, because clearly without me they would have been a little bit lost. Have you seen these three in a social situation? It's weird.
I am frankly shocked they were not outed on Nar Shaddaa sooner.
Well, you're welcome.
But still, I understand.
Mhm.
And yet, you've seen this galaxy. You come from wealth. You sit in a position of power.
I do.
Benevolence doesn't really work, does it?
Oh, I don't know, Diz. I can be nice, and I like being nice to people. Do you want me to be nice to you?
Oh, well, there may be time for that. But I'm
Oz is
just
like
trying to get to
Oz
know
starts
you.
smoking it up in the corner.
I can smell your pipe weed, old man. You could at least share.
Oh, but please. Slides in,
Oh, no.
handsome pre-roll, slides out.
He does take a hit.
Reroll.
Soren sits up in his bedroll in a very like Obi-Wan feeling Alderaa's destruction kind of way. It just kind of goes, nah, and just kind of lays back down.
He says, I'm just trying to get a read on you, Mr. Narvixus. It's... Why stick with it? I understand initially trying to help them on this investigation. You seem to have capabilities for yourself.
Mm-hmm. I
But,
do.
I mean, you saw what you faced on Nar Shaddaa, the one with the lightsaber who was there likely to kill me.
Mhm.
Quite the number on you from the holo footage I saw.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think whoever this is, I'm not afraid. It's that guy against the four of us. I'm great, and the other three are pretty good too. I think we got this. And frankly, I've done so much, Diz. So much. And this is something I haven't done. I'm having a lot of fun right now. So tell me, Diz, are you meeting someone when we get to the planet? Is there someone that you're meeting up with? I don't know. What are your plans after this? Maybe I could ditch these three and we could hang out.
Oh, well, I'm sure we could get up to some trouble together, especially with your funds and connections, and I may ask you about some of those at a later time. At the moment, I need to get away from the Ascendancy and lay low for a little bit. The problem is I can't get back to business right away, seeing how most of my contacts did just try and rob me blind in a moment of weakness.
The what to see?
The Ascendancy. They're very mad at you, huh? Have you been a bad boy?
Oh, the baddest of boys.
I can tell. I can tell you're a bad boy. I saw that right away. The moment I saw you, I said, that's a bad boy who would be a lot of fun to hang out with. What did you do?
We have quite a bit in common, Mr. Narvixus, in terms of being the black sheep of our family.
You say black sheep, I say the hot one. People can
I say the truly smart one.
Yes. Okay. We make such a good team.
I'm going to go to bed, Mr. Narvixus. However, if I may leave you with a few words to think about.
Okay.
Why are you doing all of this? Do you aspire to be a Jedi, to have one of them accept you into their ranks? Because if there's one thing I know about institutions like the Jedi, is they will always look down upon those who do not conform to their ways. You will never be one of them.
Diz, listen, babe, I see what you're trying to do, and I get it. You're right. I'm probably never going to fit in with these three guys, and that's probably for a good thing. But listen, when you have enough money and a symmetrical face, you can kind of do whatever you want. I like throwing my little lightsaber around, and I like not having rules. So this situation currently works for me. And if you want to work for me, you let me know. Hit me up. You know where my bedroom is. We got a couple days. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, I got an eye on you. I hope you got an eye on me. If you want to know more, I'm here, etc.
I appreciate that, Dashin.
Mm-hmm.
Just consider my words.
Yeah.
And just think about it.
Yeah.
When the Jedi inevitably become too much to bear and all of their problems crash down on you, come find me.
Okay.
And he traces his fingers along your arm before retreating to his room for the night.
I watch his ass as he walks out.
It does sway a little bit.
It does sway a little bit.
So,
what is the sleeping situation on this ship again?
Oh, there's plenty of the guest rooms. You're fine.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I'm just curious.
No, but they have to bunk up for other reasons. There's only one bed.
For sure.
So Dashin, I want you to shift your balance towards
Only
survival.
one bed.
Towards
based on
survival.
based on this conversation with Diz.
Okie dokie.
So a few more days go by. Is there anything else y'all want to do? Diz will have his communications array ready within like the first couple days of this.
This evil guy who's hitting on our.
Well, it's mostly to like monitor communications to get a better sense of what's going on with the hyperspace disaster.
Gotcha.
I think if the Duchess is big enough that it has like a training room, I'm like thinking about like the Rogue Shadow and how it kind of had like a little training area.
Yeah.
It does.
I think Soren is like keeping sharp. I think we had a run-in with a masked assassin who knew their way around a lightsaber and had lots of gadgets to make up for not being a Force sensitive. And there's a non-zero chance we're about to throw down with some Mandos. I think Soren is very like, again, like eye on the ball. Doesn't want there to be a fight, but knows if there's going to be one, he needs to be able to hand out a heaping helping of ass whooping if he has to.
Okay.
And maybe even asks Oz to spar because he kind of wants to see if Oz has that dog in him like that. He knows he wants to see how that dog manifests.
Sure, we can spar.
Okay.
Spar with Soren.
Yeah. Do
He
you guys
goes like
wanna
he goes
play
like
that out or just kind of
unreasonably. Well, I just think he just goes unreasonably hard, just for no reason, just obnoxious, doing things that are not like whatever the friendly version is of what Vader did to Reva. Is what Oz is gonna try to do to Soren because one, Oz is high, and two, I think at this point what Oz tries to convey in this fight, just so we don't go through the whole role play of a 20-minute fight, is that Oz is trying to like apply the pressure of like, I don't want to tell the kids that something is very clearly up. Something is wrong in a way that masters definitely recognize beyond just a murder investigation. And I think it's like the onus is now on to like get them ready, especially because we have like obvious manipulators on board now. Like it's heat. Oh, could it be the one that's like, I'll blow you if you change teams? Could it be him? Could it be that guy?
If you change teams.
That was what I
crazy work.
He should have just said that.
He should have just said.
That was the subtext of the scene. This is a PG-13 channel, right? It is now. But yeah, I just think that it's time to like really try to make Soren understand that like, it's kind of like in Incredibles, like these bad guys will try to kill you, like that part of the movie.
Yeah.
They will try to hurt you. They don't care about, this is not peace. Like the thing that you thought was happening is happening. So he does put a lot of pressure on you, Soren, in this spar that you asked for.
Do you think, Jared, do you think Soren meets that? Do you think he like holds his own well? Do you think you get like, you mostly hold your own, get knocked on your ass once or twice? How do you see that having shaped out?
I think something like that. I think that like as just sheer like swordsman versus swordsman, I think Soren probably can give Oz a run for his money. If not like outclass him just again, like as a fencer. I think the difference is that like because Oz has such a eclectic
mastery of the unorthodox.
like he's just such an unorthodox individual that like Soren, who is used to like very traditional fencing and sword play, and is good at handling like the underworld thug type. He's done that for most of his apprenticeship. That there are moments where like Oz will do something, like you said, wildly unorthodox and like employ a tactic that on paper doesn't make any sense. But in that very Oz way, it is unpredictable. And I think on some level, Soren revels in it because it's like, I was directly trained by one of the Order's best swordsmen, and like fighting against unorthodox people is the only way to get over an inevitable plateau.
Yeah.
You know what I've always wanted to see a Jedi do? Then maybe he whips out on you, just like, because I don't think it's like boss battle good, but I do think it's cool. I was thinking about Tartakovsky Clone Wars because we've been talking about it so much. And you know how like water makes Kit Fisto's blade go all bubbly and kind of makes it like wider? Yeah. What if Oz like pulls out like some sort of like goop that like emits vapor and it comes up and makes his blade like
that's actually a function lightsabers can do. It's called a dual face function. So that totally tracks.
Yeah, but like in a cool way. Not whatever Jared just said. Like in a cool, fantastical way. Yeah. Not this fucking Wikipedia ass whatever just happened. Dual phase.
Actually,
he just pulled out the Legends Essential Guide to the Force on your ass.
He just did the fucking when you're in Force Unleashed and you could do like focused or unstable.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, focus was for pussies. Unstable was where it was at.
I just like the straight blade personally.
Of course,
I don't like the wavy.
I play the better version on the Switch / Nintendo Wii.
Oh, the better version on Wii.
The Wii.
Anyway,
Jared knows what's up.
Yeah. So we do some cool goopy shit, whatever, and then and then like you said, that's the vibe.
And it's definitely different from when you sparred with Dashin, where that was almost kind of like a humiliation. This was a much more like educational experience.
Yeah. Like Soren was just having a bad day with the Dashin thing.
Yeah. A bad day on top of just like fighting dirty.
You know what's a really good example of a fight that kind of does the same thing? And it's probably why I came up with this because I just rewatched it recently. When Shang-Chi has to fight his aunt, Michelle Yeoh.
Yes.
Yeah. Before the third act. And he keeps going full strikes like his dad, and she keeps doing the mom style with the open palm. And then she starts to show it to him while they're fighting. Starts to redirect his hands and everything, and then he uses it later. It's kind of that.
Hell yeah. Okay. So within another day or so, y'all are out of hyperspace and you're just
I was about to say, I think I am trying to I don't know. Figure out what I am here for.
Aren't we all, sister? Sorry, the way you phrased that was very funny. Why are we here?
Why am I here? But like thinking about the people who I am with, the talent of some of the individuals, and thinking about how was I the person who the council said, hey, you should go and do this. But not in a way that I need an answer, but just in a way that I'm trying to connect with I'm just trying to reach out.
And you're reaching out through the Force. You keep replaying this battle with the Dark Warrior over in your head, and feeling like how you got completely like trounced at first, and Dashin and Soren had to jump in and help. And that sort of conflict is just racing through your mind. You're also thinking back to the incidents with your master and how that made you like so much question your lineage within the Jedi Order. Ever since you were taken on as a Padawan, you knew that your master was a big deal. His master was a big deal. Her master was a big deal. And all of that leads to you, and you just feel
so
kind of outclassed.
So little.
Mm-hmm. And so you're trying to find that kind of harmony in the Force and find your way through all that. Absolutely, yeah. At one point, when you're kind of meditating on this, you're kind of like just outside the kind of common room area where Diz has set up this comm array, and you just hear him go, "Hmm." And Soren, you're still like keeping an eye on him, and you see him just kind of like scrolling through, like he's been like scrolling through data for hours before he just stops with that. Scrolls a little bit more, but much slower, like he's intently reading something.
Am I in the
It is
common
one of
room?
those- I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, anyone who wants to be can be in there.
I was going to say, I think after a second, Soren kind of walks up and goes, "What's?"
Oh, nothing. Just intercepting Republic transmissions about the ongoing hyperspace crisis, and
Soren just force pulls the data pad.
if you would like a summary, I could be happy to divulge you.
We are on official Republic business. I'll divulge you.
I'm not going to let a Republic goon one-up me. The Republic suspects a group called the Nile is responsible for the hyperspace disaster.
Soren's face goes pale, and like his hand kind of trembles a little bit because it's that instance of like there's nothing in the world you want more than to be wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the world you want more than to not have called it from the jump. There is not an ounce of like vindication or neener, I told you so. It is just straight terror and dread.
And Miraja, you kind of poke your head out of your room as you feel this shift in the force from Soren. And you see him look kind of ghastly pale with a smug grin on Diz's face as he says, right now, I believe a few hours ago, a man named Kosiv Miliko attempted to extort the governor of Iriadu out of 50 million credits with the capacity to predict one of the hyperspace emergences. After he was paid, he failed to stop said emergence, and 1 billion people on the moon of Iriadu were killed.
Oh.
And what was his name again?
Kosiv Miliko.
But how do you say it?
Kosiv.
That's what I thought. Just clear for the audience.
Pop the crowd for longtime Michael McCoy fans.
Crowd pop for sure.
I was like, come on. When's he gonna
At this
do it?
point, so is
Do
he
the
a
roar.
known? Is he
Do the
like?
roar.
To the roar.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of up to us. I guess like how known is he as a criminal outside of like Nile stuff?
Probably not like
It wouldn't mean anything to us at this point.
How much does Soren actually know about the infrastructure of the Nile, other than he's like the Nile are up to something? Like there's
Nobody
something
knows a lot.
yeah,
going on.
next to nothing is known about the Nile outside of like their bizarre tactics.
Yeah.
They
I was
use
gonna say, I
mainly
mean,
gas
less than helpful.
attacks to strike. They'll hit a ship and run, and they appear and disappear like nobody's ever seen before.
So this is the first time that like Soren is hearing the name of like a Nile leader.
The presumed leader of the Nile.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's the first name any of us can put to the group.
Yeah.
All right, so
Awesome.
I think Soren just kind of like sets the data pad back down in front of Diz and just kind of like plops down onto one of the sofas and is just like rubbing his like big ass
Well, what's
Ignaci
the-
forehead.
what's the time to Veuma at this point?
You're like 3 days out.
We're still chilling.
So when we get to Veuma, just imagine I'm saying this in Oz manner. Oz is like floating, eating something for breakfast. What it is, unidentifiable.
You like float upside down from the ceiling.
Yeah, he's like floating upside down and like chowing on like what looks like a churro, but the substance of the churro is absolutely not a meat that you recognize.
Oh
Um,
Lord.
And so he's chewing on it.
A
And he says,
squeezable cat treat.
yeah, like
Oh no.
so when we get to Veuma,
That's so
Ew.
foul.
we have to be on guard for Krato Wraith and also figure out how, if in any way, Krato Wraith.
I was gonna say,
I had
feel
a
like Black
premonition.
Wraith is
Premonition.
Alas, I was somewhere else.
Future violence.
A man in the future gets very angry and beats
Yeah.
the shit out of somebody.
So, I'm piecing it together as an in character and out. So we need to get there and be on
I'm
guard
putting these pieces
for
together.
Krato Wraith, while also figuring out if in any way he's connected to Kassav, because these are both happening at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and see how that connects to the path. So we have one person connected to the path and another person connected to the Nile. Could the Nile and the path be connected?
Ooh.
Audience members may know.
And Diz sort of
Vote
waves
in
his
the
hand,
comments below.
and he says, "The Nile are barbaric pirates. I doubt they have anything to do with religious zealots."
Well, you'd be surprised at how many barbaric men I've worked with, and I am kind of a religious zealot.
Nope, that was not lost on me, Hello Nawson, I assure you.
Well, anyway, it's going to be another 3 days until we get there. I'm going to let the loth wolves out, so to speak.
Takes off his boots.
Oh no.
Oh
The room
Everybody,
immediately
yeah,
stinks.
everybody is like that.
Oh,
Man, put
Nobody
those char
like
hounds
that.
away.
Diz
number
visibly
2, the
mad.
Febreze.
He's got it like
The
in his
butler
wrist.
droid- I was
Like,
gonna say the butler droid's hands convert, and he's very quickly like.
but it's the sound effect of one of those ones that you leave in the corner of a room.
Mm.
Everybody
Alrighty.
disliked that.
Billions of people are dead, y'all.
Oh
Not here,
shit.
not on the ship.
Alrighty. Is there anything else y'all would like to do or discuss before you arrive to Veuma?
I think Soren's just ready to get this show on the road and like figure something out and get back to the temple ASAP.
I think I'm still flirting with Diz a lot. I'm trying to
I
like.
honestly am so scared that he is flirting with Diz a lot.
I'm flirting with Diz a lot. I'm wearing a lot of crop tops, but I'm being cool about it because, I'm a hot prince. I'm not used to flirting with someone. I'm used to people, kind of going for me.
I'm really trying to like talk him out of this.
Mhm.
I'm really trying to be like, he's not worth your time, but I understand that he's still going to keep going for him. And that my efforts are going to be fruitless no matter what because he's too hot to handle.
Yeah.
And there is nothing I can do.
I'm bored. I've been doing the same thing for like a week now.
Yeah.
That's a lot for me, and I haven't had sex in that week. So
And
there's
nothing.
a hot new blue guy who I've never had sex with someone who's
And
blue.
he is
So-
super into him. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm into it.
Super
I'm
into
bored.
you.
I think it would serve the group if I got closer to him.
mean, I wouldn't agree with that, but I feel like you want to have a good time, so you do
I
you.
do. There's a mix of things, and I want to know if he tastes like a blueberry.
Okay.
Jesus.
You go off, King.
There's multiple things. So I think I spend the next 3 days trying to get closer to Diz, but in a casual way.
Yeah. And Diz readily returns
Diz
the
is
flirting.
not doing it casually. Diz is
But-
doing
Thank
it
God.
explicitly. I
While
feel
he
like.
does casually flirt back,
Explicitly.
you can tell he's still keeping you at arm's length.
How close can I get to him? Like, is he into it? Are we vibing?
Oh, I
Have there
think
been any moments alone?
There was
I just
no
think
doubt
he-
that he is in
Yeah.
Okay.
But much like kind of Soren was getting at,
hmm
he's always got an angle. And he
I like it from any angle, so that's okay.
I literally am like, all right.
and
What-
everything
fan art.
every time he's constantly making snide remarks about the Jedi in the group, and so you
Oh.
get the sense that it's because of your affiliation with the Jedi that he keeps you at arm's length.
Have I
He-
been able to like sense anything, read his mind during these interactions and during him saying these negative things about the Jedi?
I don't think you have to read his mind. I think he's saying it super loud.
Yeah, but I want to know what he's feeling when he's saying these
You
things.
know, go ahead and roll with harmony.
Okay, 1d6, right?
2d6.
2d6.
And let's just see what that gets you.
I got 3.
Okay.
Oh wait, plus harmony. Sorry. Not that it's gonna help me very much.
No,
God,
probably not.
Yeah, I got 3.
No.
Um,
Can I do a? Is there a help action?
I guess I didn't get to read anything, eh?
you're not super experienced with sensing emotions through the Force. Because you mostly don't really care what other people think. That's never something you've been super,
Fair.
intent on.
Fair.
And so in trying to read that, you mostly just kind of get caught in a feedback loop where you're like, oh, he's into me. Or am I into him?
That
or
sounds right.
Wait, am I projecting? And then you just get stuck in a loop of is this my emotion? Is this his emotion? This is too complicated.
That sounds right, yeah. Okay.
So within the next couple days, you guys do arrive at Veuma. Once you guys are kind of coming down toward the planet, you guys have all kind of gathered in the cockpit, and Diz says, "You can drop me off in the city of Beltran, and we can ask around there where Krato Wraith may be located." It's a trading outpost. Gossip gets around there.
Oh.
Okay. And what's the vibe on Jedi in general on this planet?
I don't think most of them have ever met a Jedi, and some of them may not even know who you are. The Republic hasn't really gotten out here.
Yeah, works for me.
As you just put on your normal Jedi robes.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say,
big wizard hat, all the
Yep.
baubles, the full everything.
puts the half cape back on and puts the hood up.
Yeah, you start with a little poncho or something over you, and then as soon as he says that, it's just whoop back to the smash cut back to the normal Jedi robes. So you guys touch down and land at this small little trading outpost. It is not a whole lot here. It is a few blocks worth of little places to crash and a hangar or two, a little market, basic supplies that people are selling, as this is kind of a stopping point between major systems. You guys start asking around with some of the locals, and pretty much as soon as you mention Krato Wraith or a Mandalorian, they're like, yeah, there's a weird Mandalorian warrior who went out into the mountains, and he has some sort of compound out there.
Oh, cool.
Great. I love weird compounds.
I love trapped.
I love a compound in one of your stories.
When has anything gone wrong at a compound in my story?
Okay,
Or in the High Republic, for that matter.
A freestanding compound that is surrounded by grass on all four sides is such a staple of Star Wars games. It gives me Dantooine.
I was gonna say it's all just Dantooine and KOTOR.
Yeah, it's just classic. Absolutely classic.
And when you mention that, they're like, yeah, funny enough, I think that's the exact layout over there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just grass on all four sides. It's just a building.
Well,
so you guys
anybody know of a glizzy salesman?
We are all about to get tore up.
His ancestor is here, an immigrant, establishing the
It's
original,
just- Yeah,
there's
the original
another-
hot dog stand.
There's another Itachi who's renting out speeders, and some of them are very clearly stolen from other worlds because they've got logos and shit on them,
Yeah, well,
Is Giz still with us?
let's steal some speeders then.
Oh, Diz ain't leaving.
Well, I guess we're not stealing. We're
Diz
Jedi,
is
so.
as you guys are renting the speeder, he's and I believe this is where we part ways, my friends.
I don't know if that's the case yet.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
go on, Soren, who absolutely deliberated with us before doing what you're doing. Go ahead.
I thought, okay.
I feel like if we're going into somebody who might be connected to your ill-gotten gains, you might be a nice way of us making an introduction. After all, we did get you to Veuma.
No. If you recall,
Well, I don't think you can say just no.
The strong counterpoint.
I don't
if
think
you'll
that
recall,
works.
Krato Wraith is likely associated with that person who showed up at that warehouse with a lightsaber to kill you.
You. Yeah, well,
So
he also
it's
tried
kind
to
of
kill
like-
me, so I feel like maybe we have something in common. Let's stay together, you and me.
Let's
Now
not bring
we
me
are
back into
attached.
danger. I
I
wanted
think.
to escape danger.
No, I think we are gonna hang out, and I think everybody else is gonna go.
So you want to?
Day.
All right then, Maraja. We'll stay with
Maybe.
you here.
No, you guys should go and say. I feel like you, Diz, are not leaving right now. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. Diz, you stay with Maraja. Maraja will watch you. We'll go see this person. We'll come back here. That way Soren doesn't feel like you left while he was attending to this meetup. And you don't have to go to the meetup.
Right.
I don't want to be on this planet a second longer than
Well,
I have to.
Why not?
Because Krato Wraith is here, who's associated with whoever's trying to kill me. I don't know how much
Great
more
news.
plainly I can
You
explain
will have the
this.
protection of a Jedi Knight. I actually am one.
I don't know if you quite understand this. I don't particularly like or trust you, Jedi. I'm half convinced you're going to slap a pair of binders on me at any moment and try and bring me into the Republic when I've done
The
nothing.
binders would have come out on the Duchess by now, and you know that.
Yeah,
Also,
I would have
let's be
pulled them out.
He
Dizzy,
And
come
I love
on,
that for
Dizzy.
you.
Stick around for a little bit, Dizzy, please.
If there are binders, we would be attached to each other. Okay.
Ashen, I want you to again roll with Harmony to try and plead with an NPC.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I got a 9
Okay. He says,
for me. Diz.
I will come with you to the compound.
Okay. Wonderful.
I am staying inside that speeder.
Fair enough.
We will be in
That's
that
fine.
theater.
And you will guard me with your life, all of you.
Yes.
No worries.
Don't worry,
I
Diz.
don't like this plan, but I don't see that I have much of a choice in it.
That is correct.
And so here we are,
You are
friends till
essentially
the end.
kidnapped.
This is
Indeed.
why I work alone.
Well,
Once again, my sexuality saves the day.
thank God.
Now,
Anyway,
is
Thank
there
God.
a local friendly like shopkeep or like a travel advisory or security, someone that I could give a few like
travel advisory.
look, I just want to give a
friend
few
dot.
precious gemstones to somebody so they could keep an eye on number 2 and Chomboy.
Oh yeah,
If we-
absolutely.
If we have
There's
number two watch Chomboy, then that's too much stress on number 2. If we have Chomboy watch number 2, then Chomboy he's not the most.
Is not
There's actually
responsible
like a
enough.
small like shop where someone is like keeping a few like animals, like a couple loft cats, and like peddling them as like pets. They've got like
we
a
should
Gizka
put
in a cage.
we should
too.
put up number 2 at the pet hotel as well.
Awesome.
that's
do you need some
disrespectful.
jewels? Because I'm covered in aquamarine
got-
and diamonds right now.
I've got some, and he pulls out things that are like absolutely like worth a fortune, but like he sees no value in them.
Okay.
Like he's just, yeah.
There's a fucking
Goes-
chaos emerald. Like,
Yeah, like goes up to this nice shopkeep and says, "Keep an eye on this puffer pig. There's also a butler droid who can, come and go as he pleases. He really
oh,
is sexy."
he's precious. As John Boy like immediately rolls onto his back and accepts the belly rubs.
He's very smart and he's a good help. We are going to handle business in the mountains. If I'm not back in a couple days, send out an emergency frequency. Carry the old folks home. They'll know what it means. All right. Let's keep going.
I love you so much.
I
I
love
love
you.
you so much for hitting that.
Attack of the
Oh,
clones, baby.
That's a for the real ones.
For the
yes.
real ones.
Okay. All right. So you guys all rent this large truck like speeder, almost kind of like a food truck.
Oh no.
And you guys are
And are we out of
Making your
hyperspace yet?
yes, you are out of hyperspace.
Okay, we're out of hyperspace.
Christ.
like poetry. It rhymes.
If someone's watching this who hasn't watched
Middling.
Ionized Bastards, I'm sorry.
So we're going up this mountain.
Well, it's not like in the mountain; it's like through the mountain range. Onto the
sure.
other side.
So we're going through the mountains. Is Grandma on the way? Like, are we?
Yeah, Grandma's on the way. You guys are probably on this road for like 3 hours when you hear a transmission start coming through. And as you kind of tune in to listen to it, you hear, "This is Krato Wraith.
Oh, fuck.
You are preparing to encroach upon our sacred grounds, and if you trespass any further, you will be met with hostile and deadly force."
All right, so we should put it in park.
Okay,
maybe.
all right.
Guys.
Nobody respond yet. Just give
And like Diz is like very visibly looking uncomfortable in the back.
We
He's
should
like,
put it in
"I
park.
think
We're not going to respond.
We should.
Let's give it a
reverse."
few. Let's give it a few. Well, here's my worry. Here's my worry. What if we drive it any further and we get fired upon by
Correct. Yeah, we
auxiliary
should put it in
cannons,
park, you guys.
turrets? We're going to walk from here. Let's get out, and I will. Once we're out, I'm going to use the speeder comm to tell him. A few bodies will be approaching. We mean you no harm. Trust me, I'm good at this. I've dealt with much scarier than a Mandalorian who's angry in his little ranch. They all have a little ranch. They're all very upset. All right.
Okay. And like
Get ready to walk.
different cities in Texas or other.
I'll start. I'll hit. Hello. Is anyone there?
Turn back now, or you will be destroyed.
My good sir, we are not going to approach your compound with this or any other speeder or any other vehicle. We simply want to ask you a couple of questions. I am but an old man. I have a few aides with me to help me on my travels, for I am of ill health, and I've come up way further in years than I probably should have. We're going to approach.
Agree.
I only want to speak to you. There is no need for any hostility. I'm sure that an esteemed warrior such as yourself understands that it would be utterly dishonorable to fire upon an elder who approaches you looking only for a nugget of wisdom and perhaps a glass of water.
I've done more dishonorable things. And should you come any further, you will be met with the barrel of a blaster and a shallow grave.
Do we have anything to trade? Do they
You
have
know, I
anything?
will say understood, and we will never approach any further. I apologize for the inconvenience. I will simply use other means to find out the information. Good day, sir. We're going in the other direction. You can use any security that you want to watch us walk away. Goodbye.
I think I know what Oz is about to do.
So we're walking away. Just walking away.
Me, Diz, we're
So, like, have you all like stepped
back.
out of the?
Well, Oz does something to the speeder before he starts. Before he walks away, then he shuffles off of all the kids. We get like maybe 20 feet, and then
All
Oz
the
starts
kids.
licking, and then suddenly, as if a cinder block or something was placed on the speeder. Basically, what Oz did is Oz took it out of park and is now basically Ben Soloing the gas, and it is sending the speeder in full on so that it either gets shot or crashes or whatever. And then now it's time to force speed our way before they realize that it has no people in it.
Great. Me and
Sit
Diz.
tight, Diz. You.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
I'm
Diz
gonna
still
stay
in
with
it,
Diz.
or
No,
are
I'm
you?
gonna stay with Diz back. We're like 100 yards back. We're a football field away, and we are watching the smoke rise off of the explosion. And I'm like, don't worry, they have it under control. And he doesn't believe me, and neither do I.
So Oz force sped. I don't know who followed.
I'm going with you.
Okay.
I
Without
assume
saying.
all of the ding dongs are
As
going.
you are getting, you guys do see like the compound kind of in the distance now, and it does seem to be just like a couple of small concrete buildings and a few like fenced-in fields by the looks of it. As you're you can probably recognize that these like fenced-in fields, they look like small makeshift combat arenas. And you get the sense this might be some sort of training ground. But Oz, as you get kind of within eyesight, when one of your feet touches the ground, for a split second, you are not there. And instead, you are watching an echo through the force of Aurelio aghast approaching this compound.
Gag.
And then you're back in the moment.
Like mid-step, and then all of a sudden, and then I guess like what happens to the speeder that I just sent straight at the compound? They shoot at it?
So no one shoots at it. It just kind of like crashes through one of the fences and then slams into one of the buildings.
All right, let's hope that causes enough of a distraction. So let's hide behind a rock for a second so that I can tell the youngins what I just saw.
I was gonna say, Mirage is with Diz like further back where we left from. I don't know if Dashin came in with us or if he's
I probably
staying with
think
Diz.
I wouldn't have gone.
Okay.
Knowing that.
Yeah,
So-
okay, that makes sense.
It's Oz
That
and
makes sense.
Soren in here.
All
Okay,
right,
that
so
makes sense.
I
He
don't-
looks over
yeah.
at Soren when they stop running.
And while you two are doing this, Dash and Miraja and Diz are held back, and Diz is like, "Why are we not with them?
Did you want to go in with them?
I don't want to be closer to it, but I would rather all of us be together than have us all die separate."
Well, Austin just kind of did the thing and didn't talk to me beforehand. I didn't know what was happening. All of a sudden, that old man was running. I didn't know what was happening. You guys were over here. I was standing in the middle. Soren is kind of up Austin's ass. He's kind of like a little puppy dog following him all the time. So that tracks that he went with. So now I'm here. Now we're here. Do you want to run towards those explosions?
Let's go. If you want to go, we can go.
He very reluctantly is running toward them, and he's like,
He's
"This is
like,
going to be
let's
the
go,
death of
all
me.
right."
I hate this. I hate all of you."
Okay, I guess we're going.
We grab the other bike and we go.
Yep.
And we grab him by like the nape of his neck.
Yes.
There it is. So while they're running, catching up
Yeah.
to us, that thing crashes through. Whatever seconds of distraction that buys us, I use to just quickly look over with whatever minimal cover and tell Soren, Aurelio was here. I don't know when, but Aurelio was here. I felt it. As we ran, he ran the same path. He has come through this gate and stood where we are standing. There are answers somewhere in there. They are going to be distracted by that crash speeder. That means that we have to act fast, feel, do not think, and if you can, be creative.
We're gonna be
Understood.
Dashin and I. We're about to be the second wave of the explosion. We're about to
Right.
step
Right.
up.
So as
You guys
as-
go.
Hey, we made a
look here.
tiered distraction system by accident. Look at that.
Yes.
Ooh, you never know what happens sometimes.
so as you guys kind of take cover here, and you're kind of watching out for what happens, and as Miraja and Dashin and Diz are kind of closing the distance, trying to get closer, several people start exiting the building that the speeder crashed into at this point. One of whom, the one kind of leading the pack, is someone head to toe in Mandalorian armor that is black and red. Currently with the helmet on, it looks fairly dinged up, scratched, dented. This has been well worn, and this guy has seen a fair bit of combat. But everyone
Spotted us. Did he spot us?
no, he's sort of inspecting the speeder right now. He actually he steps out and then kind of jetpacks over to the speeder to take a
And
look.
are
And he is
there other Mandalorians, or these are hired grunts?
so everyone else that seems to be here looks pretty young, like late teens, early 20s.
Mm.
And they are wearing very kind of like ragtag uniforms. You get the sense that these are recruits or someone who is being trained here. Based on the entire layout here, this looks like Krato Wraith's personal little training ground for whatever is going on.
Interesting.
Oh,
these
so
were-
this is just Waco.
Mm.
He's posted up with a bunch of teenagers in a compound. Okay, Epstein.
EP-STYYN.
Literally, I was going with Waco, but same vibe.
Hashtag release the Wraith files.
Yes.
So this just complicated things, Soren, because, as you can see, those are not all Mandalorian warriors. The guns blazing approach is not going to work. It's going to need to be more of a one gun versus me, and you non-violently get some teenagers out of the way.
And as you're kind of trying to lay out the plan, Krato Wraith is calling out, and he says, "I know you're here somewhere, old man. Come out and face me."
The only way this is going to work is if we
Thank you.
eliminate his ability to escape while also making sure that they are out of the way. We do not need to kill the equivalent of someone else's younglings and Padawans, not just because it would be an affront to all life, but because we are trying to show that we are not what he thinks that we are. And that would be exactly what he thinks we are. And it's wrong. And I don't know why he dragged them into the line of fire in the first place. But here we are. I guess that's a complicated moral issue for another time.
So around this point,
Agreed.
Diz and Dashin and Miraja do kind of catch up with you all.
Mhm.
All right.
Still kind of behind cover, but it's just a matter of time before they start like fanning out and finding you.
Dashin, Raja,
Yeah.
everybody besides Wraith and Diz, everybody besides Wraith looks to be a young person or a student, a trainee. This is not going to be as easy as I thought it was. We're not going to be able to mow our way through there. There's one threat and a bunch of, well, we'll figure it
Mostly
out.
Children.
Teens, but just like, at the point of a lightsaber, it's just...
Yeah, they're like late teens, early 20s.
Are they armed? Like, are they trying to shoot at us? Or are
They
these
look dangerous.
All right, if a kid's trying to kill me, is that wrong? to
As
kill the
you
kid?
Yes.
kind of peek over, you do see Drock is armed with blaster and vibroblade.
Yeah.
There's about a dozen or so of these other trainees, we'll just call them. Some of them are wielding like knives. A couple have vibroblades similar to Krato, and some of them are wielding blasters. It's kind of a mix of all three.
All
Okay,
right.
Ozin, they're armed. Let's shoot them.
No.
No.
Let's not.
And Krato is firing like a few shots into the air just to like taunt and call out and try and be like, come out wherever you are. And
All right.
with each
Okay.
shot, like Diz is
Okay.
flinching.
Okay.
We should definitely kill that guy.
Non-violent, no killing.
What about that guy?
I will handle
kill him?
him. Well, I'm going to do something that will hopefully neutralize him.
Okay.
When
cool,
I
cool,
do
cool.
it, it will be the signal. And
Stop.
then non-violently, I want you removing knives. I want you slashing blasters. I want you stunning. I want you
We
pushing.
won't kill the kids.
Everyone else.
Can
he
we
is
name him?
going to be mad. If he loses a hand or a foot,
no,
trust me, I'm not going to put it in the report.
we
But
shouldn't. We
All
should
right.
not.
Non-lethals on the trainees.
So
do what we have to do with Wraith.
Oz
Gentle.
disappears to get like better vantage on him specifically,
Mhm.
wherever that is. If there's a bush, if there's a ledge, if there's the other building, whatever that is, because
Yeah,
Oz
there-
has that ability for archery and he's about to try to use it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh.
you kind of
We're about
I want you
be
to
a
go ahead
Dr.
and because they are
Ranger.
actively searching for you, I want you to roll with passion for push your luck.
Okay. Where's this passion? So I'm rolling these both. All right, so it's an 11 minus 1 on passion, so 10.
Okay. Yeah. So, in spite of it all, there's a brief moment where Krato is like turning his head as you are like running to like another little bit of cover outside the compound.
Mhm.
And you, at just the right moment, manage to like get behind it. He doesn't see you. You continue. There's sort of like a hill
Mhm.
kind of overlooking it, and you kind
Yeah.
of get up there. And you get a good vantage point where you can see, and they are very quickly like closing in toward the rock where they're going to see Soren, Miraja, and Dash.
Alright,
You've
so-
got seconds to act.
Right as Oz is in position without even thinking, green flame drawstring on his walking stick that kind of collapses, and Oz sends a green flame arrow straight into the jetpack.
Okay.
The jetpack specifically, because that means you either need to get it off of you, pal, or
You're going
to fly
for a
in with
ride.
it. So
Yeah.
You're going right into the mouth of a fucking sandworm.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mark off one of his attacks that he can no longer do because of that now. Congratulations, you eliminated Cannonball.
So that means that he obviously knows he's under attack now.
Yes, he also is going to take a fatigue,
jetpack.
and as like it starts like sputtering flames, he very quickly throws it off and starts firing blaster shots up at you. We're going to begin official combat exchange now.
Okay.
With everyone involved, save for Diz, who is a non-combatant.
Oh, thank God. Okay, because
Wow, after all
I
that
was
shit,
literally going to protect him.
I don't think we want
promised him.
Diz dealing with.
I promised him I was going to protect him with my life,
So,
even if he's a shit guy. I promise.
pardon me. I need all of you to choose an approach, whether it's defend and maneuver, advance and attack, or evade and observe. And we will go from there. And for the sake of combat, I'm splitting all of the trainees into 2 groups that just act as a single entity.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's 2 groups of 6 each. And if you like attack them, we'll narratively say it's non-lethally and that all the fatigue is just like scuffs and scrapes to like take them out of a fight again without permanent injury.
I'm going to advance an attack.
Okay.
Same.
I'm shocked by that.
Do we get to pick? We get to pick what we do though. Once we.
Yes.
Okay. I'm also going to advance and attack.
Okay.
I also am gonna advance and attack.
Okay. And Alden, you said evade and observe, correct?
I'm gonna evade and observe. Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alrighty. So, top of the initiative is defend and maneuver, and none of y'all picked that. So we're going to move on now to advance and attack. So I believe Dashin, Soren, and Miraja all picked this. So you can all go ahead and roll your 2d6 and add your passion modifier, and we'll see where that gets you.
13 for me.
Yeah, that's definitely a strong hit, as it's
an
officially
8
called.
for me.
Is it just 1d6?
It's 2d6.
Oh, 11.
Hell yeah. Okay. So I will let you guys kind of choose who goes first in the midst of all this. And also you get to decide who you're obviously attacking. Does anyone have a preference on who goes first? It's up to your discretion.
I would like to mostly assist.
All right, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna use pressure, and I'm gonna attack the strongest little fucker they got. The jock.
So you're going after Krato Wraith?
No, I mean the teens. We're fighting the teens. I thought.
Okay. Okay.
That's so
like,
funny.
no, I want to fight the child.
The children.
I want the big kid though.
I want
the big one in the back.
So they're
I
like,
know you're watching. I want you to do a Luminous Odyssey out of context compilation when the season's over, and we're fighting the teens. Is gonna be it.
So there's essentially 2 groups.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want you to pick group 1 or 2. I'll say 2 has a bigger guy in their ranks.
I want that fucker. Let's go 2.
Okay. So what approach do you want them to not be able to use?
I don't want them to be able to advance or attack.
Cool. 2 cannot advance and attack on the next exchange. Okay. Cool. Next up, Miraja or Soren?
Soren.
So I'm going to use Smash. Since mine was a strong hit, so basically I'll go after whatever group Dashin didn't go for.
Cool. That'll be group 1. Okay.
How many of them have a blaster? I want to eliminate I want to eliminate and try to cheese a little bit here, if you'll let me, since I had a strong hit. I want to see if it says destroy or destabilize. I wanted to know if I could maybe like wrench a blaster from one of their hands, switch it to stun, and be able to use it to just kind of start just doing the most efficient, non-lethal way of neutralizing everybody who isn't Krato Wraith.
I don't think, based on how it's worded, to destroy or destabilize something in the environment.
Okay, can I destroy the blaster?
Yeah, you can absolutely.
Blasters. I don't know how.
There's like 3 blasters in group 1, and you just wrench them all toward you, and in one strike.
Okay.
And
that leaves everybody with knives. That leaves this whole group. If there's anybody with knives, and we have the advantage of close quarters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and mark 1 fatigue in order to do that. And then you've still got one other basic or mastered technique under advance and attack that you can use.
I will. I'll do pressure and make it so that they can't attack.
Okay. Hell yeah. And now Miraja, what would you like to?
I just want to do strike.
Okay. So.
Yeah, for I think I feel like the other team I would like to go for.
So, group 2 who hasn't technically been attacked, or are you going for Krato?
Group 2 who has not technically been attacked.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
would you like to
learned my lesson the first time?
Would you like to mark 1 fatigue to force them to mark 2 fatigue?
Yes.
Or would you like to? Okay, so go ahead and mark a fatigue, and they will mark 2. As you kind of like, as 2 of them start charging, because they actually also chose advance and attack. We'll say you go ahead and like force push them back with enough force to just kind of like knock the wind out of them. Let's say, but they won't have any serious injuries. And you've still got one other technique you can use under advance and attack.
Me?
Because you got 11 plus, I believe.
I did get 11. I will go with pressure.
Hell
They're
yeah.
already pressured, though.
Yeah, but she can choose another approach for them to not be able to take. They already can't attack,
True.
so.
I would like for them to also not be able to evade.
Okay. 2 can't evade. Cool.
Look at us synergizing so hard right now.
Hell yeah. So group 2 did choose advance and attack. So they are going to use I believe they're going to use focused fire, but let me double check. Yeah, so as 2 of them have gotten pushed back, the rest of them all just like lunge in after Dashin. Because he was the first to kind of like get up in their face, they all start like shooting, and Dashin's having to block while a couple of them run in very quickly and get a few quick strikes in with their blades slicing along his torso. So you are going to mark 2 fatigue, and I'm also going to have you mark a condition, Dashin. I'm going to have you. We'll go ahead and just have. Would you say you're more troubled or angry?
Troubled.
Cool. I'll have you mark troubled.
Okay. So 2 fatigue, you said, and then troubled.
Yes.
Okay.
As you can tell, there's definitely a fair bit of coordination here. They seem to be fairly well trained. However, you do also all of you can sense this through the Force. Even Dashin, who you're not as attuned with sensing emotion, you sense a good bit of fear from them at the moment. Next up is going to be everyone who picked Evade and Observe. So Oz, you're up first.
So what's the layout of the battle as it looks to me right now? Because I was behind him and I fired at his jetpack. He threw it down. They attacked. So what does it look like?
So they're kind of like the 3 Jedi on the ground are sort of near, kind of between these 2 combat arenas on the outside,
right.
And are currently engaging with those 2 swarms. And kind of stepped off a little bit to the side is Krato, who is trying to, he was loosely firing at you when he figured out where you were. That's
so
he's
got a blaster in his hand, and that's it.
A blaster, and he's also got a blade at the side, but he has not drawn it.
Okay, I'm going to immediately, as he starts firing at me, I'm going to jump out from my cover, and Oz throws off the wizard hat, and I'm going to use suction, and Oz, with an amazing force grip, yanks the lightsaber into his hand, or the blaster into his hand.
Hell yeah!
I'm basically going to piece apart this guy's kit to spare him a death. But let's see what happens.
Oh, and it's like, I don't know if he had a kid yet, so I need to maintain continuity by not killing.
Let's go ahead and have you roll Harmony first. I think I forgot to have you actually roll, but I'm pretty sure you should still be able to do that.
I think it'll probably clear because of the +2, but yeah, let's just do it. So it's hold on, wait, roll 11 +2. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Snatch that. But well, so here's the thing. That is that suction. Does that immediately? Hold on, I should make sure that I account for the costs and everything. That's what I need to.
Yeah, no. So you don't mark any fatigue for that. But he could choose to mark fatigue to keep that. He is not going to do that, however.
Snaps out. So he can mark 2 fatigue to stop me. That's what it is.
Correct.
He could struggle.
However, you did get a 10+, so you do get to use one more basic or mastered technique if you would so like.
Yeah, let me just review this classification here of this one. Is this because I have it at mastery, the one that they gave me patience at mastery. Okay, well then, patience being evade and observe, I get to roll on my harmony, but then sub in and advance an attack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my patience, which is an evade and observe, roll at harmony to do the advance and attack, which is one of the 4 that I took, which is the grip of the seas. And so for Oz's flavor, one of his many little containers or whatever, he comes out and he takes a glug glug of some water or whatever, and then just spits it out, but in the way that it comes out looking kind of water bendy. And then with the force, he kind of guides it, and then is gonna try to take Wraith off of his feet.
Okay. Okay. What is this technique called?
It's called, I think, grip of the sea. I wrote it down as grip of the seas. Let me look at it. It's in water.
Crushing grip of the seas. Yeah.
Crushing grip of the seas is what I'm doing to him in a Star Warsy way.
Okay, so you have to mark a fatigue to do that.
I'm marking a fatigue, yes. So
would you like to mark an additional 2 fatigue to inflict trapped on him?
Is he headstrong if you take him on?
Well, that's the thing, is that technically, because it came from patience, I could have done a single fatigue to allow a companion to advance an attack on him, but you have to be engaged with him already, and I'm the only one that's technically engaged with him. It says to allow a companion to engage with that same foe. So we can't do that, so you know what? Yeah, I am going to do the 2. So that's 3 total fatigue to trap, right?
Yes.
Well, I need to also. Oh, I did. Yeah, you're right.
Cool. So yeah, you do that, and as you bring him kind of to his feet there, that does trigger the defend and maneuver technique he picked, which was counter strike.
Okay.
So as he is going down, he kind of points his wrist at you as an eruption of flame from a wrist-mounted flamethrower starts to scorch and burn you as you are going to take 2 fatigue.
Oh no. Oh no. Man, it's lucky we're not really an avatar. I would have inhaled that shit.
Cool. So that brings us back. That brings us to a lull in the exchange that does allow for an opportunity for dialogue before we jump into the next.
And real quick, so I just marked a total of 5 fatigue in that. What is this? Where do I? I'm looking at my sheet. Where do I put those?
It should be on the front of your character sheet.
It's right under stats.
Yeah, right under your stats.
I honestly couldn't find mine either. It took me like
there we go.
Literally 3 minutes.
So I just marked 5 fatigue. So what happens? That's all of them.
No, so you're still up because at any point after this where you would mark a fatigue, you'll start to mark conditions. It's only once you've marked all fatigue and conditions that you're incapacitated.
Gotcha.
Also, the LPM in the fighting techniques, what exactly are those again?
Learned, practiced, and mastered.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's a brief little lull here if you guys want to talk to each other, talk to them, before the next kind of combat thing starts. I throw the ball in your court.
I think with the group that Soren's engaging, he kind of like falls into like not like a guard position as though he's like threatening to advance, but like he has his lightsaber in kind of like a standard kind of like ready position, and just very as like, you know, calmly and like softly as he can is like, we are Jedi Knights of the Republic. We mean you no harm. Please surrender. No one will be harmed. We are simply here to ask your master some questions. Please lay down your weapons. No one will be harmed.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and roll with Harmony to try and plead with an NPC.
Okay. All right. This is a flat roll because it's a Zillow. It's a 0. So let's. All right. That's a 2.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can help.
That's an 8. That's an 8.
Okay. Okay. On a 7 to 9, they need something more evidence that this is the right course, guidance in making the choices, or resources to aid them before they act.
I would say there's plenty of evidence in the fact that not a single one of them were actually struck in any meaningful way. Everybody here has been either disarmed or knocked back a little bit.
So, I'll say the group that you're kind of engaged with, they kind of look to each other for a sec and look back at you. And then you can sense the fear as they look back at Krato Wraith. You can tell that they're a little more scared of him than they are of you.
Can I respond to that? That I can tell that?
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that.
If you're worried about the big bad Mandalorian.
Jared be like Sam Wilson. I know you're scared. Like, puts the wings down.
I can't.
If you're worried about the big bad Mandalorian, we can handle him too.
Okay.
And then again, they can also see the way that Oz is like doing wizard shit to him. Like hasn't even meaningfully used his lightsaber and is kind of clowning on Krato.
Just trying to not make this more violent than it needs to be.
I'm going to say that they are going to sit out this next exchange, to this group specifically, to see how this plays out before they make any further moves.
Okay.
Can I try and intimidate one of these groups of kids?
Absolutely. Let's go for that. I'll say you can absolutely intimidate the other group.
I'm gonna say.
What do you want to say to them?
Oh no!
I was like, listen, fuckers. It's
as you've just been like slashed up.
No one makes me bleed my own blood. Listen, fuckers. We're a bunch of fucking Jedi Knights. You guys are little shits. I see that kid in the back. He shit his pants. Get out of here. or else your mom might do a lot more than shit your pants. We're gonna fucking slice you up, and I get to roll with creativity, or no, but
with
yeah,
passion.
So
Yeah, go ahead and roll to
Oh
intimidate.
my god, we need to get him some help.
I got a 10 plus 1 is 11.
Okay.
Lord.
Okay, so I'm going to read off a list of 4 options that they have to pick from.
Mhm.
I want you to pick one that they cannot choose.
Okay.
They run to escape or get back up.
Mm-hmm.
They back down but keep watch. They give in with a few stipulations. They attack you but off balance. The GM marks a condition on them.
They
It
cannot
sounds like-
attack me. Get out of
No,
here.
I feel like the first one actually, because you don't want them to tell their parents that you're going to slice them up.
I feel like
No,
I'm trying to
no,
intimidate them to scare them
no.
away because I think they're like basically kidnapped kids.
No, I don't.
I don't think their parents are anywhere around.
Yeah, I
Love-
don't need to be worried
They're
about
in
their
rags.
I'm going to say that they back down but keep watch, much like the other group. So they are going to
God.
kind of look to each other, look
Thank
to
God.
Krato, and they are going to keep close to one another, weapons kind of drawn. But you don't sense an imminent attack from them.
Period.
So with it kind
They're
of
also
narrowed
not
down
going to go
to
and
y'all
tell
and
anybody else, right?
I'm sorry?
They're not going to tell anybody else, right?
Right now they just seem to be
Cool.
very focused on what happens in this next combat exchange between y'all and Kratos. So I am going
So
to
after Kratos took an arrow to the jetpack, got his blaster stolen, and got tripped up and locked on the ground with water,
Mhm.
what will his next move be? Exercises in nonviolence with El Oranazan.
So start of the next combat exchange, I need everyone to go ahead and pick their approach.
Okay.
I am going advanced and attack.
I'm still choosing evade and observe.
And I'm going to make it clear I'm going to now press the attack. And
Michael, would it
pressure
surprise you to
Kratos
know
away.
that I did a evade and observe build
I
and
would-
will probably only choose that?
Not at all.
I would also like to evade and observe.
Okay. Dashin, what about you?
I'm sorry, I'm reading them.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I guess I'll advance and attack as well.
Cool. Okay, so first up is defend and maneuver. Did anybody pick that?
No.
Cool. Kratos did not either. Advance and attack is going to be next. So let's go ahead and have Dashin and Soren roll.
Okay.
That was a 13 again.
It was a 4.
Okay. So Dashin, you can you can shift your balance away from center to use one basic technique if you would like.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay. So shift your balance away from your center. And which of the basics would you like to use?
I would love to strike.
Cool. Do you want to mark 2 fatigue to force him to mark fatigue or inflict a condition, or do you want to potentially leave it open for him to take one of the other options on that?
I'm gonna mark 2 fatigue.
Okay, cool. He is going to take the angry condition.
Oh no.
Oh, he's the big bad Mandalorian.
Bad.
Angry.
The angry
Oh
guy.
no.
Angry Widow Mandalorian.
Cool.
Bitch.
Jared, let's go ahead and have you roll.
God, I hope Jared rolls a 1.
Oh, I already rolled. I got
You
a
rolled.
13.
Oh yeah, that's right. What do you want to do?
I am, because I get to do 2 basics, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for my first basic, I am going to smash that fucking flamethrower.
Damn it. He was so close to using a great attack. Okay.
Oh.
So Soren
darn.
Soren, after seeing him try to like flash fry Oz, like after like being like very like almost like tepid in his combat and non-violent with the kids, he goes like now it's like, you know, oh, this is a practiced like combatant, and kind of like bobs and weaves like under and around Krato, kind of drops his sword into a like reverse grip for a better angle, and like slashes the hose for the gasoline to disable it.
Yeah, I love it.
And then like kind of flourishes his lightsaber back around, holds it at Kratos' throat, and goes, "You are beaten. Yield."
And in the blink
I don't
of an
know
eye, much like Paz Vizsla, the little like shield along the arm, and he immediately continues the fight. So go ahead and pitch.
So he broke out of the. So he's back on his feet. He's out of the water.
Yeah, he's like a little tangled up, but he is back on his feet. And so he's kind of unsteady, but he is fighting still.
Okay. All right.
Am I able to use one of my practiced as well, or can it only be basic?
It can only be basic or mastered. So you could pressure or strike here.
I will. I'm gonna strike him.
Hell yeah! Do you want to mark?
I'm gonna do it
to force him to take one of the negative conditions.
Yes.
Cool. He is going to mark 2 fatigue in that case. Actually, let me double check. He's gonna take frustrated.
I was gonna say, I think whenever he tries to like bat Soren's lightsaber away with like the energy shield, Soren kind of like intentionally telegraphs a big swing so that he can block it, so that like Krato kind of like has his like midsection exposed, and kind of in the same way that like in Jedi Survivor, like Cal's sprint attack with the cross guard is just that batshit crazy 2-foot aerial drop kick. I think Soren just kind of jumps up and like 2-foot kicks him in the fucking chest, and then comes back up from it.
He topples over and like rolls back onto his feet, kind of in like a crouching position.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Perfectly placed for an idea I had.
Perfectly placed for an idea I have.
Well, now it is his turn, because he also chose advance and attack. So let me see which of these he's going to do, because he's got a couple he can choose from.
Yeah, and you're already trapped and frustrated, bitch. I would imagine at this point he's like cinematically he's probably got like a couple water tendrils that are still kind of holding on, and he's like kind of fucking he's in striking distance, and it's like this guy's got a lot of fight in him. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's trapped, so he can't really use charge. What else has he got left? Oh, I know what he's got.
Oh,
I know what.
Does he have a helmet on still?
I am.
Yes, at the moment he does.
So excited.
I forgot to ask.
However, I would like you guys to know that canonically, the Children of the Watch do not exist at this point.
I know.
It wasn't about that. It wasn't about that. I actually wasn't making that joke at all.
I know you were, but
wasn't
it was the
until
way
Jared told me multiple times they don't. And
it was the way all it
like,
went.
You gotta stop.
It was the way Alden went, does he still have a helmet on? I was like...
Yeah. Well, because if he had the helmet off, I was about to finish this fight.
I would say I have an ability, my main ability that I was excited to use.
Hell yeah, I know what he's gonna do. Okay. He's gonna use the technique. Boom! He's going to throw a small prepared explosive in the midst of your foes. So because the way we've kind of laid this out, I kind of imagine Oz is on one side, Soren and Dashin are kind of on the other. So he's going to throw he's actually going to, with his the underside of his gauntlet, throw out some whistling birds that are going to explode between the two of you. So
Trying to blow up my boys. What a rat bastard.
He's going to mark 2 fatigue. And everyone in the range, you must either mark 3 fatigue to dive away or mark a condition and become stunned, which will leave you unable to act on this next exchange.
So if I mark, okay, I am at 3 of 5 fatigue. Would I just go 2 fatigue plus condition and I'm not stunned?
Yes.
Okay. So okay.
Well, so you could split up the math on those.
What if I'm 4
Yes.
of 5 fatigued?
Well, you can split up the math on them when you are filled out on conditions. You can't willingly choose a condition instead of fatigue until your fatigue is full up.
Like I'm just like basically going into my next health bar.
Yeah, exactly.
So for Joe, you would basically take a fatigue to fill those, and then you would have the first of a condition.
And then
Yes.
2 conditions.
Yes.
2 stun. So so basically Joe is stunned right now to the factor of
Unless
2.
I take the fatigue plus 2 conditions.
Yes.
But the condition has to be stunned, or no?
No.
Okay.
Stunned is a status. Conditions are the ones.
Okay.
on
I
your-
thought it was stunning.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Conditions
Okay.
and statuses are very easy to mix up in this game, and I often
Yeah.
still get them.
I took the 2 fatigue and marked down insecure as my condition.
Hell yeah,
Damn, son. They'd be like that.
This
relatable.
sucks.
Because I think Soren was like, "Hell yeah, I'm a Jedi," and then went, "Oh fuck,
Oh shit!
I didn't know he could do that."
Mm-hmm.
So Joe, what did you end up doing, or have you decided?
I'm doing, I took the additional fatigue and then I'm going guilty and I'm trying to choose one now.
Okay, yeah, I'll give
think
you a
I'm gonna
second to choose that.
I think I'm going to guilty angry.
Okay, cool. So now we have gotten to evade and observe. And Krato is looking a bit like rougher. Like he is breathing noticeably heavier. He has taken some wear and tear. So evade and observe for Miraja and Oz. Let's go ahead and have both of you roll with creativity or harmony. And you also get to clear 1 fatigue by picking evade and observe.
Okay, so I'm down to 4. And we roll both d6 for these initiative ones, right?
And
Correct.
It's 2, right?
Anything in this game, you roll 2d6.
Okay.
All right, so I have 8.
You'll
6
never roll anything that's not 2d6.
copy. So 8.
9.
Okay, 8, 9. Okay, so both of you will get to pick a practice technique or 2 different basic or mastered techniques.
Cool.
I'm
Or
ready.
you can mark a fatigue to use a learn technique, but I don't know if any of you have any of those.
Taylor, do you have a
I would like to
player one?
break one of his equipment things that he
Okay.
has not
the
used
things he
so
just
far.
used as
No.
he's using things?
Literally, yeah, honestly, that's what it was like.
So
Fuck.
his wrist is out, so yeah, that's it. There you go.
Yeah,
No,
so
I
like
wanna
as
break
he is doing that,
anything he
right?
has not currently used. I want to break whatever else he has because
Whatever
he's
else he
obviously
has?
used.
Well, he's got
Well,
a sword
because-
on his hip that he hasn't swung
That's
yet.
what I mean. He has used things. That means I feel like he has a cooldown period.
Yeah,
In a
you,
game
you get the
logic.
sense he probably used his whistling birds for what they were worth.
Sure.
So you
So,
you want to break his sword?
Whatever else he has left that I can see because I am up on him. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
you
a little
see
sneaky
pretty
kitty
much
cat.
the sword, and maybe it looks like maybe the other wrist might have a whipcord on it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna break that whipcord.
I'd like you to break the whipcord.
I'd like to also break the whipcord.
All right, I guess he can't use the entangler technique anymore. Yeah, so you as he does that, you run up and scratch through the metal. It hurts your claws to do it, but you know it is the right call to keep you and your friends safe. Cool.
Can we take temperature on the kids, by the way? Like, are they feeling a little bit safer because they're watching us Just
We'll
fucking
get to that at the end of
I
this
really don't
exchange.
care about the kids. I want Oz.
Oz, what are you going to do?
So once again, I'm going to employ patience. That way I can use an advanced attack. And that advanced attack, so basically I'm going to paint a picture for you here. Oz is losing his patience a little bit here because 3 attempts now have been made to end this non-violently, and by others, and he's still with youths there. He's still relentlessly attacking. He's using all these gadgets. So Oz, again, out of the bag of tricks, maybe out of a cloak pouch, takes what kind of looks like the Star Wars equivalent of like an ocarina out, and starts like rapidly playing like a little flute tune. And then like runs at him and like kind of like slides on his knees. And right as he passes Wraith while sliding, the little flute causes. Imagine if the Earth itself could hit like a fucking Street Fighter, just like just like a Shoryuken, just straight up the fucking just a big stone, just cool. And if I could take the helmet off, that'd be awesome.
Yes, but I was actually going to go with that.
I am going to hit this motherfucker as hard as I can. In Avatar, it's a rock column.
Yeah,
it's a rock
column. Yeah.
But I just wanted to give it a magic-y, like somehow there's a people out there that are an Earth flute people.
Yeah,
in Star Wars.
So what technique was it that was just technically used?
So it's we technically used the mastered patience to then use the
use rock column,
advance and attack rock column, which means because he's trapped, we can apply
now
doomed.
Yes, which will probably bring an end to this momentarily. Yeah. So the helmet gets knocked back, and his nose is broken, head is shaved, blood pouring from the nose and mouth. He is looking like a cornered animal.
2009, right? Like. That Samoan Joe?
For sure. Yeah, that level of Samoan Joe.
Yeah.
And as he is, so that brings that exchange to an end, and it's actually going to end the combat. As he's looking increasingly desperate and scrambles to his feet, he actually kind of scrambles to his feet close to the trainees, and he sees one who's a little close to him, a like Mon Calamari teenager, and he grabs her in a chokehold. With one wrist, a blade comes out as he's holding a blade to her throat now. And he says, sorry, go ahead.
No, you say what you were about to say.
Oh, no, please. I want to hear this.
He says, enough of this. We're going to leave. And if you try and stop me, she will die.
They certainly are going to leave. Can Soren, like, in some way, just like yank him up with the force and slam him? Like,
hold on, remember he's holding her by her neck.
That's what I'm saying. Is there some way for me to like break his hold and then like
at this stage, it's if you take any action against him,
you would probably need to have a specific like mastery, technique of disarming or something.
I was about to say, the only thing I have is seek vulnerability.
I'm like even me, like I have. I have like this patience at mastery, but that only lets me do attacks. Like it doesn't let me do.
And you see, the Mon Calamari is like struggling against his grip for a second before one of the hands drop, and you all see her from the sleeve producing a blade and looking to you, to him, to the blade. To you, to the blade. And if you can just, with your combined effort through the force, keep that blade from touching her neck, this fight is over.
I was going to say, I do have a move for the adamant. It was one of the ones I took at the very beginning. This was a victory. So it says when you reveal that you have sabotaged, I'm assuming that means like retroactively, like narratively.
Let me.
Unless sabotage is in and of itself a move.
There's also a swarm group
Well, so but we're not in combat. So like, do these techniques still function in the same way?
So this I don't think is a combat technique. It's one of the narrative moves. So let me.
Okay.
That's what that's why I assumed if it's
Yeah.
narrative, like I can retroactively go like when I sliced him up like to take out the hose or whatever. But when you reveal that you sabotage the building device or vehicle right as it becomes relevant, so yeah, that would be retroactive.
Yeah.
Mark fatigue and roll with passion. On a hit, your work pays off, creating an opportunity for you and your allies at just the right time. On a 7 to 9, the opportunity is fleeting. Act fast to stay ahead of the consequences. On a miss, your action was ill-judged, and something or someone you care about is hurt as collateral.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So with the blessing of the party, can I attempt this? Because
I will say probably the consequence for this on a miss would be that this person probably is getting stabbed. So if you want to risk that,
well, do we have any other option?
So right now, as he is like holding the blade to her throat, she's got like a shiv essentially in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the eye movements, there's a silent understanding that if you combine your efforts, I will allow you all to mark one fatigue or condition.
Like group techniques could we use?
Well, because those are typically for NPCs, and because you guys can't like learn new techniques on the fly, I wouldn't allow that. But I will allow each of you to mark a fatigue or condition to combine your efforts to hold Krato in place enough for her to stab and get away.
We just all silently with our hands will just like focus on his hand.
Yeah.
That way, like
whatever we need
he
to
can't do
do
anything, so she has time to.
Yes.
Yeah, that seems safer than Jared's plan, where this Mon Calamari bleeds out in front of us potentially.
there was a part of me that was like, you know,
that is an awesome move.
Had it worked, it would have been sick. But
there was also a part of me that was like
consequences
narratively
are like a lot.
Yeah, there was a part of me that was like, I think the consequences would be good for character shit, but okay, whatever works. I'm cool with it. I mean, I'm taking angry as a condition because this is the kind of shit that gets Soren's goat.
If Taylor and Joe are okay with Soren just trying to have this hero moment, if it works, it works. If you want to add drama to the story, I'm fine with that too. I'm really fine with that.
I'm not particularly attached to the Mon Calamari personally.
I think we should save the kid, but I'm not going like listen.
I think that there's juicy drama in that Soren tries it. Is my opinion.
I think we should save the kid. If Soren saves the kids, that's a beautiful character moment. If he doesn't, well, that's on him.
It's going.
I'll leave the choice in Jared's hands. Jared.
We're trying to make a good show here, guys. Plus,
Jared,
I do get to roll with passion, so I do get plus.
Jared, don't justify it.
Go off, King.
Roll with passion, my friend.
Just do.
Roll with passion.
Forget the viewers. Think about the Mon Cal right now, like she's real.
I got a 7, so we're good. That's our fleeting moment to basically do what we were going to do anyway.
On a 7 to 9, the moment is fleeting. Act fast to stay ahead of the consequences. Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay.
So I will say that, like,
I thought
the way you slashed into his arm, you know his arm is slightly weakened. Like, you notice the slightest shake in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I make a suggestion? Like what yours? I like what you're saying. Can I make a suggestion?
Please.
I think Soren for the first time is like getting like it's feeling personal because he's so like, you know, the wicked shall not trespass against the weak who cannot defend themselves. And he already feels some type of way about child soldiers right now. And I think there's a brief moment where he gets a little too into it. And I think, I'm assuming it's not like pure Beskar for the sake of this, like probably. Beskar alloy. That like he kind of force crushes the gauntlet that's holding the knife, and it just kind of like king, and this kind of like snaps a bone, and he drops his vibro blade.
Yeah, and so it's much like kind of the Republic Commando like wrist ones.
Oh, okay, like almost like a hidden blade. Yeah, okay.
I've been kind of doing it,
and even then, like even if he wrenched his arm back like this with the claw injuries that he has, to his under, like it's still nasty.
As you kind of do that. And he does like go to, you do that and it does snap the bone and he does go to stab, but You guys don't have to mark the fatigue with the force. You can just hold the arm in place.
That's where the other three are like,
Yeah.
The Mon Cala is able to turn, and between
Redeem
the
grip.
Beskar armor finds a bit of the torso to jam the knife into as Krato releases his grip and goes down. And like 6 or 7 of the trainees just start running. There's a couple that stay, including the Mon Cala, though, who is like catching her breath off to the side. And as Krato is sitting there broken and bleeding, Diz kind of steps out from behind the rock and goes, "Good job, everyone. I knew you had it in you."
You did nothing to help us.
All right, so Diz,
You did nothing.
help Miraja tend to. And what is your name?
The
Goes to
children.
the Mon Calamari.
Ceres. My name is Ceres.
Tend to Ceres. Make yourself useful.
We'll
Oz runs
tend to
over
the
to the
children.
bleeding out.
What do you want me to do? I don't know anything about.
Shut up.
medicine.
Get the kids. Bring them here.
Do what the cat tells you to do.
Shut up. Get the kids. Bring them here.
Come
Goes
back.
over to the bleeding out Drock, and then like kind of like holds Drock with a warrior's respect.
Yeah, he's not like dying.
He's not dying,
but
but he's out. He's not moving. He's broken bones, broken limbs.
yeah.
And Oz looks at him and says,
You know, I know that you are an experienced warrior, and I know that I gave you at least 3 or 4 outs, and I could have gone harder, and yet we ended up here. So, any other things you want to share? Any reconsiderations? Any threats about anything before we get to the part where you just tell us what's going on?
He spits blood in your face.
Well, okay. Well, all right.
so then Oz immediately just like out of his hand, like does this, and green flame shows up like a fireball, that you would throw.
Yeah.
And he puts it like really uncomfortably close to Drock's face and is like,
I really don't want this to get more unfortunate than it already has been. We are on a time crunch. I don't know if you noticed, but hyperspace has fallen apart. Now, unless you want to return to Mandalore in a box, tell us what is going on. I am not like other masters you've met. You've exhausted my patience.
I suppose this is my payback for burning you, isn't it?
Oh, well, it might get a little worse if you don't start talking.
Kill me, you crazy bastard. I dare you. I do not fear death.
Well, I'm not really the killing sort. However, I'm going to make sure that you are never able to almost stab a young girl in the neck again.
Oz's lightsaber comes out, removes that arm.
And he's like screaming in pain and clutching the stump.
Now, there's been talk today already about people ending up in handcuffs, but seeing as how that will no longer be possible for you.
As a note, as Oz lops up the arm, Diz noticeably like flinches at that. Miraja is the only one who catches that.
Good. Bitch ass is.
Anyway, go on.
Well, I'm just saying, so you're not going to be able to be handcuffed, as you know, well. But you are going to be coming with us.
Where can you take me, Jedi? As you said, hyperspace is down.
Oh, that's all right. I've got a butler that will clean you up, and the Jedi Council will pay for the prosthetic that you're going to need. Will Mandalore be happy about it? Well, I don't know. You sounded like you didn't really care what they thought, so you've got nowhere to go and no one to back you. So do yourself a favor and be quiet. We're over this. If you have nothing to share about our Chiss friend or anything else going on in hyperspace, then piss off while we go investigate this compound. Lick your wounds. You're embarrassing yourself.
Can we ask him about Aurelio Agast?
Yeah, do that. Please, jump in.
Okay, I didn't want to step on your moment. I
No.
thought I didn't know.
Jump in, because we're going to search this whole place. He ain't doing anything. He ain't walking.
Soren walks over. He kind of like held back because he felt like he already kind of went a little over the top with the arm crushing thing. but he kind of walks over, kneels down kind of next to Oz, and asks, "What was Master Aurelio Agas doing here? And what did you do to him?"
I didn't do anything. It was one of my students.
So you're working with the closed fist maniac?
I'm training their youngest to do what the closed fist originally could not. To kill Jedi.
You're doing a bang-up job.
This second batch was nothing compared to the first.
And you and our blue friend had a little arrangement. What was, I'm assuming you training your little child soldiers is why good old Diz set all these weapons here. He kind of yells it to kind of like admonish Diz.
And he says,
Diz together.
Diz is a new name. I ordered from Zemir as he like again, Diz is like flinching at that. He didn't know anything of what was going on here.
I'm sure he didn't ask too many questions. Don't worry, Dizzy.
I
Don't have to worry about him. And like he's just kind of putting salt in the wound.
And
meanwhile, I'm taking notes as I'm like, I don't know, you know,
and
waiting for our opportunity to speak.
Diz is looking like very frustrated at the moment, and Miraja, you can hear him muttering. It's like, you shouldn't have told him that name.
Your name?
Yes, my name. He only knew the alias.
The alias. It wasn't.
I
It
figured
wasn't
out
very
the
good.
alias. I figured out the alias very quickly. I don't
But
think it was that hard to put
I
together.
had to be forthcoming with all of you to get what I wanted. And what I wanted was not to be here.
Jarrett.
It's okay, Dizzy. Listen, we have the situation under control. This guy lost an arm. You're fine. You're gonna be okay, buddy.
I know. It's fine. I'm fine.
I'm gonna rub his back a little bit.
Stop. He does like.
I am being totally normal with
Yeah, and you're kind of like bandaging like some of the cuts and bruises on Sari's arm, and Miraja, she says to you, she's like, I never knew that the Jedi could be capable of such kindness.
Well, the
You're nothing like the demons they made you out to be.
everybody is capable of multitudes, right? We are not all products of.
I'm gonna say to her, whatever they told you about us, the Jedi Knights, was a lie.
It's not just you, it's your abuse of the Force, but
again, we are like everybody, like all people.
No, what they told us was that you abuse the Force, and when you take from the Force, it has ramifications elsewhere. The movement of an object through the Force could result in catastrophes the likes of which you'll never see on the other side of the universe.
And
Can Oz and I hear this conversation? Like, are we close?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's not being quiet about it. She's kind of sputtering. There's tears in her eyes. She's very much in conflict with what she's been taught versus what she's seeing with all of you.
I think Soren even looks at Krato and goes, "Do you even believe any of this bantha fodder?"
Of course I don't. I was paid to train them to kill Jedi, nothing more.
You're repulsive. Let's lock him up on the speeder while we go search his little fucking Branch Davidian compound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Oz is gonna take out like some sort of like powder and forcibly make him inhale it, and he passes out.
Okay. Yeah. He's out now. You guys are kind of even Diz. It takes multiple of you to kind of drag him to the speeder. Diz helps out as well.
Oz is like, kind of just like recounting, looking at the carnage and just being like, After 3 or 4 techniques, you don't want to take a guy's arm off. Then he tries to kill a kid. You have to take his arm off. It's just the Jedi business. It's it's a nasty one. And could you make an argument that he was knocked down? See, these are the gray areas of the council, and this is unfortunately seeming more and more like a real war every day. Anyway, I'm going to look around.
I'm coming with you.
We find anything interesting in here?
I will stay with the prisoner.
Yeah, so you guys stay with Ceres.
I will stay with my prisoner.
Yeah.
Diz.
Oh no, Diz is staying in the speeder. He's not coming back out. He's through with all this shit.
No, you're not leaving us right now. We're friends.
I feel like everybody's just camped out in that general vicinity. Like Viz is in the speeder, but you're like
I'm
around
not letting that
the
motherfucker
kids, right?
just dip, okay? He will take it and leave. Let's be serious. If I had access to a moped when I need to get the hell out of Dodge, I'm taking it out of Dodge.
So you guys are searching through the compound. You do see it's very bare bones. There's an armory where you do see pretty much everything matching the weapons that were shipped here, just in smaller quantities. You get the sense from what Krato said about a previous batch of trainees that there are some other quote-unquote graduates that took some of these weapons along with them. There is a terminal, however, where you do see communications between what's his name, Krato, and someone listed as Domio Grent.
Of course. Of course.
Every time there's a banger Star Wars name in a Michael RPG, it's a fucking problem for us.
Not all. Some of them are friends.
And Domio Grant is mostly like asking about like how each of the recruits are doing. A lot of the recent messages are about like specific ones. Like, is this one doing okay? And it's like they're terrible at what they do. They don't have the aggressive spirit they needed, but don't worry, in time I'll break them and mold them into what you need them to be.
Absolutely reprehensible. Can you spell that name for me?
Yes, Domio Grent.
I'm going to be honest with you. Congratulations, Michael. You've had my first like paranoid delusion. I heard that name and went, I don't hear a C. Could this be an anagram of Marquion Rowe? Is what I just did. So
Marquion Rowe wouldn't use an anagram. And Domio does like sign off every time with each of these communications with "the Force will be free."
Okay, well,
and you do get a location going back far enough in these communications that the first group of graduates were sent back to him on the first moon of Bogdan.
Always some fucking bitch on the moon of Bogdan, I swear.
Bogdan.
Classic. But yeah, otherwise in this base, it's pretty bare bones barracks and all of that. As you guys are doing that, Dashin and Miraja, you guys still have Ceres up top as she's kind of like explaining, the circumstances that Krato put them through to try and mold them into Jedi killers. And she's like, we've been trying to live up to this expectation because they said our ancestors were never good enough, that 100 years ago, someone called the Guide came to our world and taught us the ways of the path, but weren't good enough. Our ancestors failed on their first mission against the Jedi, and so the Guide abandoned them and said they've been trying to mold us into doing what they could not. I don't know if I ever really believed this or if I just went along with. I don't know.
Well, you're going to be free now, so you're going to be able to make up your own mind about these sorts of things. Do you have a family that you can go back to? Like, is your
My
family...
family sent me here.
Okay, so your
Oh,
family's part of the
great.
cult. Okay.
Um,
What do we do
so-
with these kids?
okay,
And Diz is like, well, those two are still knocked out, as he's kind of like
You're not
just
helpful either,
pacing
Diz,
around.
right now?
He's pacing
Okay.
by the speeder. He's like,
Um,
what wasn't helpful was telling Krato Wraith, an enemy of mine, my name.
Well, listen, he has one less arm. He's about to have one less tongue. So you got to chill because we got the situation under control. That guy's not going to harm you. Look at him. He's
On that
fucked
we
up.
agree, and he like does a flick of the wrist as a
Stop.
small holdout blaster pops out, and he shoots Krato in the head.
Okay, Diz, listen.
great.
You're
You know
Come
what?
on,
No, Dash.
Oh no!
You stop. You stop talking. Okay.
I'm not in the room. That's Jared, not Soren.
He
You
pops the holdout blaster back into a holster.
both of you. You go back and you go tell Soren and Oz what just happened.
me?
I
Okay, I'm gonna go tell them.
both of you together.
I'm running. No, you stay with him. Why do I want to bring him?
No. Fine, I'll stay with him. Des, you're staying with me. Okay.
I'm gonna go run
I
and
don't
tell.
care.
Shut the
Soren
fuck up.
and
I don't
Ella.
care. You can't complain
Ella and Ozzy.
anymore. You want to know why? You want to complain? I will. You know what? I will let whatever crime boss comes next have you. How about that?
Bullshit. I'm too much use for you.
No, you're not. Not to me. Not right now. I have too many other things. I have too many children here who need help. So either you will assist me in getting them back to the camp that they need to go to, or you will not. And you will
I
do
will
nothing
assist
else.
you doing that. I'll help you get them back to town. I'll send them to wherever you want me to send them. I've
And-
done what I've had to do.
I understand. It is hard for you right now. But the world, the galaxy is so much bigger than you. And I know you know that. So either you will cooperate or I will drop you off at the next payphone I find.
I wanted you to drop me off back in town, but we can't all get what we want, can we? Now I will gladly help round up these kids, as he's like helping wake up the ones who are unconscious on the ground. So Dash, and you get to Soren and Oz, who are currently like pouring through data.
Guys,
Yes.
Dizzy unfortunately made a poor choice, and he shot our hostage in the head.
Like, and to be clear, fatally in the head, not a graze.
I didn't check his pulse, but I
Definitely
did
not
see the
graze.
upholstery through the front of his face.
Right. So that is deeply unfortunate considering all the effort we went through for it to not go that way, including but not limited to wizardry, earth magic, and eventually a dismemberment. And now he's dead. You, of course, understand that I am going to go arrest Diz now.
I mean, we kind of already have him held hostage, but I support you.
Sure. Okay. Well,
Technically,
all
a
right.
hostage and being a babysitter, slightly different
Do
things.
a
Very
big,
similar, but
thorough,
a little bit
last
different.
check. I'm going back over there.
Yeah, and as you're kind of going through one last check, you do see one more message that catches your eye. That it's just a very simple message from Domio that says, "The Jedi has been dealt with.
Cool.
Mira Zeeth did well."
Looks like we have our killer.
Mirazith. Sounds hot.
That would have been a great name
I
that
don't
we could have
even
gotten
wanna hear
an answer
from you
to.
right
Me?
Yeah, now that I'm dealing with your not ex-boyfriend who has to be chained to me.
First
I
of all,
think-
who was the one who said, "You're not going anywhere, you're coming with us"? That was you, little kitty cat. That was your choice.
He's right, you know.
I think once Oz and Soren get back to the speeder so we can start getting the hell out of here, I think Soren just kind of looks at Diz. What was the name of the such and such did well?
Mira Zeeth.
I think so.
Meraczzethe.
I wasn't worried about an anagram that time. I think Soren pulls up and he goes, Mira Zeeth, that name mean anything to you, Diz?
No. I don't know who Zira Veeth is.
You know who that name would have meant something to? The dead Mandalorian in the corner.
You got a name still, you're fine.
Okay, all right. I've had enough of your prattling. And then Oz just uses the force to basically like out of the speeder and then like onto the hood straight up. Who's got their binders on them? I know you probably do, Soren.
Soren was reaching for them as he was getting lifted into the air.
You've got to be kidding me!
I put a lot of effort today, Diz. I didn't want it to go this way, especially not in front of the teenagers. But here we are. Now there's somebody who has a hole in their head. They're missing an arm. The earth has come alive. We're all very tired. Mirage's claws had to come out, and you wasted all that effort and put us on the back foot. So you are under arrest by the power vested in me, yada yada, the Jedi Council, the Grand, the Republic, the Senate, all that stuff. I'll leave the paperwork to someone else at the Home Office, but unfortunately, you won't be going back to the
stupid bastard! If you take me in, the Ascendancy will hear of this and they will find me.
What makes you think I'm afraid of the Ascendancy?
You don't understand. They're not coming to help me. They're coming to kill me.
Well,
And
he's
so
doing this.
you
Soren's,
decided-
taking his weapons off of him.
Yeah, like
and all he's got is the holdout blaster up the sleeve.
So you decided to do something that you knew would cause us to have to respond, and now you want to explain to me that bad things will happen to you because of it. Explain your thinking here.
I killed someone who could have ratted me out to the Ascendancy for someone who I thought wouldn't do that.
We're not going to rat you out to the Ascendancy.
It's as good as doing that.
Well, so you think that you have an existence in which nothing you do ever affects anything? Aren't your people supposed to be like highly intelligent?
Yes, which is why they don't want one of them who's not loyal to them running around.
Oh well,
No
I
one's
can
like
relate.
you.
Why
Here's
do
a
you think they
monolith.
tried to kill me on Nar Shaddaa?
Because you were being bad at it.
Well, anyway, I'm going to request that you stop speaking because we're going to have to look around for a way to either drive back down or we've got a long walk ahead of us. So,
And Ceres does pop up and say, in the other building, there's a little garage that's got a couple of speeders. They're mostly for transportation, but there's a couple seats up front and there's enough space in the back to fit passengers if you needed to.
ah,
Okay, good.
wonderful, fantastic. Are we responsible for her? Are you?
If you can just get me to town, I can find transport.
All right, let's
Just
take
get
the
out of
kids,
here.
bring them to town,
Come along, come along.
buy him a chocolate milk, move on.
And so Diz is in binders in the back with you, and he says,
Yeah, absolutely.
and he looks at you, Dash, and he says, "You understand I had to do that, right?"
Dizzy. You drive me crazy.
Honestly,
I know.
I thought you were going to.
And he like presents the binders like you're going to unlock them for him.
What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna grab them by the binder in the middle and push them down into his lap a little too long. I'm gonna hold them there.
Oh, I'm turning away.
I think Soren at this point, who's had
I
enough
think-
of Dizzy and is like kind of being a little smarmy, unless you have something else for Diz to say.
I think Diz just kind of is quiet at this point, realizing that Dashin's not actually going to help him.
No.
I think to avoid any further prattling from Diz, Soren goes, "Hey, look, guys, I'm Diz," and sets the holdout blaster to stun and just
And shoots him.
Yeah, Diz falls unconscious.
stun, and so you can just kind of take a little nap and give us some
His head's on my shoulder.
I am
Wait,
rolling
look,
my
it's like-
eyes so hard. It is crazy.
Alrighty. And as you guys get back to the Duchess and you let the kids kind of go off into town, you do come back to the ship. You kind of find like a little, almost like a radiator to kind of put Diz's binders around, so that way he's stuck in place somewhere.
Yep.
There is a break.
And you guys see the communication array set up. And it kind of occurs to you that you might actually be able to get in touch with the council at this point
Oh,
Soren,
with this
yeah.
comm array.
I would say Soren, just like exasperated and exhausted, sits down at the thing, punches all the right buttons.
I'm like, that's the first thing I want to do.
to get to commune with the old folks home.
Yeah.
And it just goes, "This is Jedi Knight Soren Zaith aboard the Duchess on Veuma. Does anybody from the Jedi Temple on Coruscant copy?"
And there's like a hologram that comes up. It's coming in and out. It's patchy. It's staticky. But a green serpentine man with a gray beard does come up.
Yes.
This is Master Rancisis. Jedi Zaith,
I get it.
read you.
And then Oz pops
you take it from here?
into view. He pops into view and he says, "Elpo, my old friend, my goodness. It has been too long. Yes, I'm with Zaith. I actually picked up quite a few strays. There's a pig involved. Let me know where we can meet or speak."
Elor and Ozin, it is good to you. I don't understand.
Oh my god, Michael's so
Difficult
good at breaking
to-
up with his parents on the phone.
Hear you. However, I'm glad to hear. Mission status from Zaith.
We have an underworld arms dealer in custody. We have a plethora of details about the murder of Master Agast. The path of the closed fist are back.
This is happening, and I also rush into the area that they are speaking, and I am like, the mission that I was sent on to find the way secret Jedi has led to this, and they continue to yell.
Where are you? Is it
Veuma.
safe?
It is
Definitely
now.
not.
We are launching an opportunity, a mission in the Kerr Nebula soon to deal with the hyperspace disaster. However, the Republic is sending out select paths to stranded in outside Republic space. Do you need a route?
Yes.
Where does the mission dictate you go next?
Well, I mean, do we go see them on Coruscant? Do we head over to
I feel like it's a good idea for us to go to Coruscant. and do
Coruscant
this.
right now? And we have a prisoner to turn in, so
I
We
don't
go-
think
Master
going straight to
Antithesis.
Bogdan's a bad idea.
we want to meet up with the council, turn in this prisoner to the Republic, and regroup at home facilities. Would it be possible to come in?
The council is spread out right now. Jorah Mali leading the mission in the Kerr Nebula to deal with the ongoing Nile threat.
Where is there the nearest long beam to dock with. We need medical facilities, resupply, new robes, all that jazz.
All that jazz.
All that jizz.
The Veuma is far out from most other Republic posts. However, is there somewhere you can go in the meantime, either safe or that the mission dictates?
We're supposed to go to Bogdan, but I just got almost lit on fire. There's a dead Mandalorian. We're having one of those days. You know.
Can we go back to Narvixis? Is it close enough?
Narvixis is feasible. You could. Are you going to ask for a route to the back to your home of Narvixis too?
We have great facilities.
But
Yeah,
my worry
I feel
is,
like we should go back to Coruscant. I feel like we should.
well, they're
go
saying that the
to
council is scattered, so there's
Well,
our main thing to do there is not an option.
We can
Yeah.
drop the prisoner off
Mhm.
and then go from there.
My main worry about Narvixis, as fucking infuriated with Diz as I am, is that because Narvixis kind of has a scum and villainy vibe to it, I don't trust
Excuse me.
the word of this random chiss being there wouldn't get out, and he might be in danger, and we need him. We need him held somewhere secure with the Jedi.
We can go to Narvixis Prime instead of Narvixis 2. We were on Narvixis 2, which is a pleasure.
The Narvixis 1 was hit with an emergence.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Wait. Whoa, hold up. Now we gotta go.
Travel
That's
there
his
is
family.
restricted to necessary personnel only.
The atmosphere is
Would he
probably
not
on
be?
fire, raising debris. Okay. We'll go straight to Bogdan. Master Opa, could you tell any Republic officers that you can spare to meet us on the moon of Bogdan to pick up a prisoner?
I'm sorry, Dashin.
I believe I can find some RDC forces there.
All right. Inform the rest of the council what we are doing as you can. Tell Yoda I said hello at your earliest convenience. And tell them that Elor and Ozin is on it. That will stress some of them out, but you know how they are.
Don't I ever.
All right. Well, I'll see you, old buddies. Sniff.
There shall be a path, hyperspace coordinates sent to you soon. Stand by.
May the force be with you, Master.
And
Ensign.
you.
Well, and also with you, and with your spirit.
All right. And as you stand by, a few minutes later, receiving the hyperspace coordinates for the moon of Bogdan. That's where we're going to end this episode of Luminous Odyssey.
Oh my god.
Cool. That was stressful.